We have to first initialize the controller DT6000. Go to register, initialize controller. The controller ID is 0000. The controller name, if we are using 2 doors, you have to select 2. Otherwise, we have to select 4 doors. Since we are using 2, we select 2 doors. The COM port is 1. Communication type is TCP/IP or RS485. So we can select TCP/IP since we are using TCP/IP. We have to type in the IP address of the DT6000 controller. In case if you need to make any changes to the IP address, we can type in the IP address here and click OK. Since we select 2 doors here, we need to select 2 door IDs 0000 and 0001 and display only doors that we are using and click OK. So the controller has been initialized, the IP address and the number of doors. So once this is done, we need to check the connectivity of the controller to the system. So click this time setup, select the controller just now registered and click OK. So we get this message if the DT6000 is properly connected to the network. So we have to adjust the time now. Click yes and click OK. Yes, cancel. If the DT6000 is not properly connected to the network, then we get an error message saying that the communication with the controller has been failed. So we need to check the connection and then go back to the time setup and check whether we get this message. Do you want to adjust the time? No, cancel. So we make sure the DT6000 is connected properly to the network. Once we are registered the controller, we have to go for personal information maintenance, wherein we can enter all the personal details of the user. We can change the name, the code, shift A1 or A2 and other personal details. Once the details have been entered, we need to save here, then go to the next user, change the name and personal details, save, go to the next name, save the changes and exit. Go to register, initialize the card, flash any card at DT6000 and the DT6000 will display the card number. Get the card number and type in here 00075 07359 is the card number just now I got by flashing the card at DT6000. Then click input card ID and then press OK. So the card number is displaying over here. Once this card number is been assigned to any of the user, we see this mark is checked, this box is checked automatically once this card is been assigned to the user. Then exit, go to register, go for register or deregister. Then you get all the personal details of the user which you have been entered at this personal information maintenance record. So only we need to do here is we have to assign the card number for this user. So first deregister all. For this particular user name test, we will assign a card number. This card number just now we register and then click register all. For the next user, if you want to assign the card, go next, do the same. First deregister all, then select the card number, then register all. No, yes, okay, then exit. So we have been registered the card and we have assigned the particular card to the user. Then we need to go for system, door or controller setup, go to the controller, then make some change. These two are by default, need not make any changes. Go to the input or output port setting. If you're using two readers, Vegan 26, port 1 and port 2, you just make the setting whether you want these readers as in 1 or out 1 or in 2. So same goes with the other port. The self port is the DT6000 controller. You can select this DT6000 controller as in 1 or out 1, and then go for the door setup. Select time frame, which time frame, like 8 to 18 hours is code number 01. Then go to time zone, select the time frame as 01. The time zone is 01. Holiday control, we can set Jan 1st as type 1 holiday, and any other holidays you can just select over here and just declare that day as holiday. We can select any type. This is user defined. We have up to 8 types of holidays, just can assign any of the type. Then go to user group. We have many user group, around 16 user group. First we configure 00 user group. On Sunday the time zone is 63, which means no user can enter the door. So at any point of the time the user cannot enter the door on Sunday. If you want the user to come on Sunday, we have to define the time zone. For example, if the user want to enter this door from 8 to 18, select code number 01. Code number 01 is 8 to 18. So from Sunday to Friday, the user can enter the door from 8 to 18. We can change these timings at time frame and time zone. Then go to authorized user. These 4 users have been registered and have been issued a card, so these 4 users are authorized user. Once we have done with all this, just now we did all this settings for door 1. Now for door number 2, the same setting goes: time frame, time zone, holiday control, user group, and authorized user for door number 2. Once everything is done, click copy parameter and click OK. Copy parameter is finished. Exit. So go to register or deregister. First deregister all. Right click, delete item, yes. Right click, delete item, yes. This is the access right settings column where we can define this name test can enter which door and what time. So just click add item. This user test can go to this door number 1 under user group 00 and click OK. Add item. This user can go to door 1, door number 2 under the user group 00 and click OK. Then register all. If you want to make these type of changes for the next user, then go next, make all the changes and then exit. Click transfer parameter button here and copy all the parameters to the controller. Controller transfer finished. Exit.